Welcome to Debate the Hype, sponsored by Soul Over Gold. I'm one of your co-hosts, Upscale NYC, alongside my co-host,
Cruz with NYC Gems.
And this segment is called Tell and Resell, where we're pretty much going to be talking about any projections within the sneaker culture, how we make money off these sneakers, what are they going to do on the market, and pretty much how we receive these items.
Our first question is, do you think reselling is messing up the sneaker game?
I'm going to be completely transparent. I don't think it's messing up the resale game. the culture, just because, everybody to me is a reseller. Like these big brands, the way they get these items, they pay much less,
Yeah.
and they put their cost on it. Like look at these sneakers, it costs them $35 to make them, maybe even less.
Yeah.
And retail on them is like a $110, $115. So, I think everybody's a reseller, and I don't think it's messing up the culture, to be honest.
Yeah, I think just because, if you're into the sneaker game, it comes with the territory. You're gonna end up reselling some of this stuff. You go to the stores, and if you have opportunity to get 3 or 4 pairs of something, you're gonna get it because they're hot commodities right now. And it helps you get the pair that you want for free, basically.
Yeah, if you're looking at it on the business aspect side of it, but then you do have your people that, love the shoes for themselves. Like I love my shoes, but I also like to resell. Honestly, it's getting harder for people to get these shoes. It's getting much harder, especially with all these apps. There's not much first come, first serve like there used to be. So, that part of the game is a little messed up, but I don't think reselling is actually killing the culture at all. I think it's just making it easier.
Yeah, I think it's really building up the hype too, because if a shoe is selling for like $1,000, that shoe's even, everybody want to get it even though it's $1,000. It builds up the hype and people are like, oh wow, you got some expensive shoes on or something,
Yeah, like perfect example, like let's look at these. So this is a Nike Air Force 1 Puerto Rico. So this shoe was scheduled to come out on June 1st, this year, 2020.
It's a retro from 2005.
2005, 2002, a couple of these pairs came out already.
Yeah.
That pair came out in 2000.
This one came out
The
2000?
original.
The original, 2000, then 02, then 05.
Yeah, but not, that
Yeah.
colorway.
Yeah,
Shout out to T-Mark in the back.
shout out to T-Mark.
Holding us down.
This shoe right here, like I said, was scheduled to come out June 1st, and it actually got pulled back from Nike. And the reason was because of the Puerto Rican flag. It's actually backwards.
Yeah.
So this shoe got a lot of controversy. Resell definitely spiked up from what it was supposed to be. It was actually supposed to be a pretty easy shoe to get.
Yeah. Pre-release, it was only going for like 200, 220. So you could easily scoop one up. But then all of a sudden, the news came out with the whole flaw, and now they doubled. So they're doing about like 500 or 600 now. Yeah,
so you could find this shoe right now in the secondary market for anywhere $350 to $500 right now. And I honestly think it's going to spike up even more.
As for me, I would collect that because I like flawed Nikes, like those Air Max 1s from Independence Day.
Yeah, but this is definitely a shoe that I would say would go in a collection.
I'm not even Puerto Rican, but I just get it because there's a little history
Dominican,
in the flaw.
and I'm definitely going to collect the shoe. A shoe that I personally want to talk about is this StrangeLove right here. So this StrangeLove actually came out in February, right before All-Star Weekend. Pre-release, probably doing around like $350. Now in the secondary market, it's doing anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500. So
yeah, the whole SB game blew up out of nowhere. So it used to be up before, but then it was like a little dead, and then out of nowhere with all these new stuff they're coming out with, everybody wanting to get SBs now.
Yeah, so I think it's just pretty much of like all the influencers. Obviously, you got your Travis Scott, Kylie, wearing these SBs. And definitely the market has gone up tremendously, pretty much on every single SB.
Yeah.
You could look at eBay, you could look at any of the other secondary market places, and you're gonna see that every single SB has went up.
Yeah.
But this one right here right now is my favorite of 2020. And if you have pairs, I suggest hold on to these. They're gonna continue going up in value. I personally am looking to buy more pairs at the moment.
Call us if y'all selling any size.
Yeah, I'm personally looking to buy more pairs of these right here. They're gonna continue going up.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't even own a pair, but I would love to. I'd even like to get the special box, but even just the box difference, the shoes the same. It's $1,000 difference with a different box.
Yeah, that's a pretty special shoe to me. All right, hey, I got a question, right? What do you think about like old retro Jordans right now? Like, how do you feel about them?
Well, I mean, if y'all been following The Last Dance, y'all haven't noticed after the whole series, they all, like the original bread colorway Jordans are slowly going up again. So like these, before the documentary were like, what, 300, 280, now they're almost touching 400. And then like, I like telling this story because I got this shoe, this original bread one, well not original, this 2016 retro. I got this shoe for $600 like 6 months ago. And then after the documentary, if you guys look, these things are doing double that right now, like 12 to 1500. So, you know, thank God I didn't end up wearing these because he's a nice little OG right here.
Yeah, nah, definitely. I mean, that documentary definitely spiked up the market for Jordans, which makes me happy because a lot of people, you know, they were just pretty much going for hype stuff. Now you see everybody wants to jump on that Jordan bandwagon again. You want to see those original colors and stuff like that, which is pretty dope to me, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, the original colors to me are always the best colorways for me in Jordans.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, look at these, like these Royal Toes, they're cool, you know?
That's not a bad shoe.
And this is considered like a toe Jordan 1. But if you look at the bread toes we got right here, it's so different. Like, you got the red in the back here, they're black here on this one, you know? But I'm projecting this shoe to do well too. They're already doing well.
As a reseller, for this Royal Toe right here, what do you think is gonna be its peak?
Around 350 to 4, like the green ones. Like I have a pair of green ones that went for like 400.
So to the people out there, what do you think? Like,
I mean, this is a good hold. Like, you want to invest into shoes, this is like the one shoe you should start getting a couple pairs of. Because I say in a couple months or so, they're going to touch the 300 mark easy. I mean, they're touching 300 already.
yeah.
They're going to get into the 350s soon.
Yeah, and that's something I've been noticing too. Like pretty much every single Jordan 1 colorway, most of the Jordan 1 colorways, they go up after a while, a couple of months.
Yeah, I can't think of one that's doing bad, to be honest. They're all doing pretty well.
Yeah, they're all doing pretty well right now. So
Yeah.
that's something that, as a reseller, you know, if you're interested in that, definitely hold this shoe. It'll go up. If you can purchase pairs right now, purchase them.
Yeah.
Put them away. Forget about them. Don't sell them. That shoe's gonna go up.
That's the type of sneaker person I am. I like to stash my stuff.
Yeah, so do I.
So
I
like,
mean,
you know, I barely wear my things. I work a lot, so
Yeah.
I'm always into one pair of shoes. But all my favorite things is all brand new dead stock, you know, put away, because there'll be one day we're gonna cash out crazy in like a year or two.
Yeah. So this shoe right here, what do you think about this Travis Scott 270?
I mean, to be honest, I mean, I saw them online. I didn't think nothing of them. I thought
Yeah.
they were ugly as hell. But when you see them in person, they're different. They're real different.
So this shoe before release was doing pretty good numbers.
Yeah.
So it was doing about 1,500. I mean, I was able to sell some pairs at 2K, but that's because I got them so early. Now this shoe is doing $400 to $500.
And there's full size, you know, full size run from kids to men's right now. What are the kids doing in that?
Yeah, the kids are pretty much doing anywhere from like $100 to $200. What do you think this shoe is gonna go up to? You think it'll stay at that 400 to 500 round?
I mean, Travis's are weird because I've noticed like some of like sixes, the Travis sixes are like, they're not doing as well as I thought. Like they're a nice shoe. When they first came out, they were like doing 1,200, 1,400. Now they're like 6, 7. But when it comes to Travis's, I feel like they're a nice hold. Like if you look at the 4s right now, the Travis 4s are doing crazy numbers.
Those are
You know,
doing
and
numbers right now.
people were sleeping on them for a couple months, and out of nowhere, you know, people eating them up, paying top dollar now for them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see this shoe doing any more than 600, 700
Yeah.
for right now at the moment.
Collab
It'll
Jordans
go
with
up a
him.
little bit.
With the collab Jordans, I think it's better than like his other stuff. But unless you got the SB, the Dunk SB is crazy.
All right, yeah. So Adrian, how did you actually get into the resale game?
Well, honestly, I've been doing this for a long time, to be honest. My brother, he's 6 years older than me. I was a kid in elementary school, and he took me to Supreme when the Supreme highs came out. And he called my mom. He was like, "Yo,
It's going for a lot of money.
yeah." He's like, "Yo, don't go to school. He can't go to school right now. We need to get these." So Supreme at the time, they dropped them 3 days.
Yeah.
For 3 days. So you could have gone there 3 days. Me and him were there 3 days in a row, getting Supreme highs, and like they're fire ass shoes, you know. And then my brother started putting them on eBay, and everyone from Japan started calling us for them. So we ended up sending like sets to Japan, like 3-4 sets to Japan. And then like ever since then, I'm like, there's so much money in it. Like my brother had no job, I didn't have no job. We ended up getting everything we wanted off of just the Supreme highs. And like, if you think of it now, if we imagine we held those, like we'd be really up right now, you know?
No, definitely, I agree. I mean, the way I started was honestly just wanted to be able to get my shoes for free. Like, you know,
Facts.
came from a rough neighborhood.
Facts.
You know, my parents didn't really have money like that. So my thing was, hey, if I could get 2 or 3 pairs, my pair's gonna come out for free. And then I also have a cousin, Jimmy Blanco. I mean, I used to try to just pretty much follow his footsteps. You know what I'm saying? He used to get a lot of shoes. I'll just try to pretty much follow his steps. And yeah, that's how I actually started getting my pairs. I really started getting serious like towards middle high school. That's when I like really started traveling, pretty much networking, meeting a lot of people. And as time went on, you started getting those apps that came out.
Yeah.
Got the StockX's, got the GOATs. I was always selling on eBay before. Remember before we
Yeah.
had Nike Talk?
Nike
all
Talk,
that, we had
ISS.
all those forums.
Those were like a whole different type of reselling at that time. It was like really, you were in tune with the other person that you're selling it to, because you were just private messaging each other, like saying, yo, let's meet up here, what's the condition, showing you all the pictures.
Yeah, I mean,
you know.
definitely, like, the resale game has changed a lot.
I agree.
And right now, it's honestly a tough time to be a reseller, especially during this pandemic. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you did not have inventory during this time,
Yeah.
you are not going to make money, especially because of shipping issues. A lot of people, a product wasn't coming in.
Yeah. But these took like 3 weeks to come.
Exactly.
From the sneakers app. That was
So-
crazy.
So if you're a reseller and you did not have inventory during
Yeah.
this pandemic, you were not making money, and that is 100%. I know resellers from everywhere that were not making any money, you know. So it's tough, which is why I like to buy bulk.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm not a person that pretty much just tries to sell everything the next day. You gotta have bulk, especially for that rainy day.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, during the pandemic, I was running through Jersey.
Okay.
You know, because the whole thing was during this, they were doing something called curbside pickup. I did it with the Flints actually. So you would call the finish line. They let you get up to 3 pairs. So I had like all my friends call, and we just ran out to the mall in New Jersey, and they literally bring them all out in bags. They ask for your name, and they give them to you.
Yeah.
So
I think for me, honestly, big shout out to my brother Scooter Love. We came up with this idea. We wanted to do a giveaway pretty much to the people.
Yeah.
So that was him, myself, and one of my other homies, Mr. AF1. We decided to do a raffle. Pretty much just give something out for free, just for the culture. Pretty much, it just went over the roof, honestly, to be completely transparent. Then I got my buddies, RV, like people from my team, Cooley, Guala. They started raffling off shoes. So
that's what happened during this pandemic.
yeah, we were like, let's do it.
Yeah, raffling became so big during the pandemic. Everybody ended up raffling. And, you know, they don't even end up selling it. They
I
just
can't
rather
lie,
raffle.
there were people that were already raffling before,
Yeah.
but not to the level where we took it. We actually made this, like myself, Scooter, everybody, Soul Street, like the guys that I hang out, we made this to like really be a TV show.
Yeah, no,
like
for
people
real.
look forward to
For
it
real.
every single night.
Shout out G Styles. Yo,
Yeah,
G Styles killed your
Like,
raffles, man.
You get what I'm saying? So that's something that got us through the pandemic and made us a ton of money, but people were able to get shoes.
Yeah.
And you know, casinos were closed. It was just so much that came into that mix.
Yeah.
And it definitely got us through this pandemic.
It, like that whole casino being closed, there's a lot of people who like to gamble. So
Of course.
they're like, yo, why not gamble on trying to get some sneakers?
bro,
so that's why it went crazy.
I've shipped out shoes all over the United States during this pandemic.
Facts.
I'm telling you, in a 2-month span, 3-month span, I shipped over, I think it was like 1,200 shoes.
Yeah.
And this is for people that I don't even know. And these are people that are now my supporters. Like, a lot of people would say, hey, you guys are really stealing from the people because they're
Yeah.
gambling, you're raffling stuff off.
Yeah.
But no, this is their choice. This is something that, you know, we just decided to do as entertainment. We want to make money on it, and we want to get people product.
And you're getting something, yeah, word.
You get what I'm saying? And another thing is, you're bringing early pairs to people.
Yeah.
It's not like before. Before, nobody wanted to buy early pairs. Like, when you saw an early pair before, you would automatically think in your head, this is a fake shoe.
Yeah, facts.
You get what I'm saying? This is a fake shoe. But we've been around this game so long now that obviously we're not going to say where we get them from.
You're known
we
for
get
the
them,
early pair.
We get them from a good source. Honestly, I would never say where I get mine from. You get what I'm saying? But I know how to spot a fake from a mile away. Of
course.
And then I have buddies like T-Mark. If I need something legit checked, I'm going to send them a picture. If I can't tell,
Yeah.
I'll call AJ. I'll call anybody. You get what I'm saying? I'll send them a picture and I'll make sure everything is legit. But right now, getting shoes early, if you have a plug getting shoes early, don't give that plug up. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is. Don't ever.
That's rule number 1.
And you know what I'm saying? Like
Word.
right now, the early game, that's the best for me. It builds my content. I get new customers off it. And it's awesome for the raffle game that I'm doing right now. You get what I'm saying? So,
I mean, my business, I revolved it around drop-offs and meetups.
Okay.
So even during the pandemic, people were like looking to buy shoes or fiending to buy shoes. And
Yeah.
they're like, can you get this to me right away? And like, I'll tell you right now, like my phone was ringing like the most during the pandemic because people just want shoes.
You want to know what's the shoe I sold the most during this pandemic?
Air Forces.
Air Force
White
Ones.
Air Force Ones. I was doing the same thing, bro.
I sold so many white Air Force Ones.
Yep.
And it was crazy because before the pandemic, I could just use a discount code, go get an Air Force One for $65,
Yep.
and you know, just pretty much wear them.
Yep.
Now, you can't find Air Forces anywhere. Throughout New York City,
Not New York,
Chicago, LA, doesn't matter where you go, you can't find them.
And some are hit.
You want to order them online, they're going to take you 2 weeks. And like my customers, I'm not going to lie, I deal with a lot of the hood.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I go through these boroughs, and these dudes, they're going to call you after 9 p.m. when everything is closed, and they want their Air Forces.
And they're gonna want 2, 3, 4 pairs because they're gonna wear it twice, 3
I was selling my Air
times.
Forces for $125. You don't want them? Go wait 2 weeks.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So that's just part of the marketing, the reselling aspect of the game. It's like it's supply and demand. That's
Yeah.
literally what it is. A lot of people they don't agree with us. But when it was time to get fly during the pandemic, I bet you somebody that didn't agree with resell, they called us.
Definitely.
Even if it's for Supreme t-shirts, sneakers, shorts. Like my homies are selling Nike shorts right now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah. Outlet stuff.
I think we helped out the culture, especially during this pandemic.
Facts.
To be real with you guys. Like that's just me personally. Everybody, thank you guys for joining us on Tell and Resell. Also remember, this is Debate the Hype. Like, comment, subscribe below. Let's go. Ask those questions. Let us know what you guys want to know. Let us know.
And maybe we might answer in next episodes.
And if you want to come on the show, it doesn't matter. Hit us up.
Yeah, word.
Hit us up. We'll
you
make
got some
sure.
stuff that they
Ask everything you guys want in the comments. We're here for you. Tell and Resell.